I was raised in a non-Christian family. My parents never went to church. They did baptize me, and I'm always grateful for that. But I'm also a child of divorce, and one thing I knew was I knew God could not want that for children. So when I met my husband, he was a very faithful Catholic man, and the more he started talking about his faith, and I went through the RCIA program, I was really drawn to the Catholic faith because they were really the only ones that were standing up for committed marriage, for vows meaning something. And so then we got married and converted, and we started trying to raise our children. We just started running into all kinds of difficulties. What does it mean if I'm raising this child in the Catholic faith and I don't even really know a lot of the traditions and things? She was learning more than I was at school. And so friends of ours brought us here to Catholic Familyland.
I have a terrific story I'd like to share that I hope everybody listens to. There was a time in my life I didn't go into confession for at least 10 to 12 years. And our oldest daughter was 7 years old and receiving her first penance. And we're sitting in the pew getting ready to go to confession. So I follow her in the line and I go to confession right after she does. And I come back and my daughter leans over and whispers in my ear and says, "Man, Dad, you were in there a long time." So I then proceed to say my penance. And my daughter leans over one more time and whispers in my ear. And she says, "Man, Dad, what did you do?" Okay. So the moral of the story is we are now 2 times a month confessors. And it's one of the most beautiful things that I can say about our faith, because God forgives us every time and gives us a chance to start all over again as soon as we walk out of that confessional.
But where did we learn that? We learned that here.
Right here.
I had to learn how to be a mother, and the Blessed Mother, consecrating ourselves to Jesus through Mary in union with St. Joseph. She is leading me to become a better mother every single day, a mother more after her heart, a mother more in love with Jesus Christ, and a mother more in love with my children. The trust that we can have together, that we have together, is because of our trust in God. I love the fact that we can even tell each other some things that
we hold each other accountable.
Yes, that we need to hear, because we love each other. We want each other to go to heaven. Yeah. We want each other to be the best role models for our kids. And we learn that here. And I don't know if you have something.
We recognize the graces of the sacrament, and that really means something to us. A lot of people take their marriages for granted. We've never done that. We never will do that.
No. And I would just say one last thing. Our whole family, none of us are perfect.
My wife's pretty close, though. Okay, she's pretty close.
And we've had some difficulties with some of our older children, but it was even through the things we learned here at Familyland. There was a time that difficult things happen with our kids where they aren't as faithful as we wish they would be, and they've made choices that we wish they wouldn't have made. And I didn't know what to do, and I was angry with myself, and I blamed myself, and I could have despaired, I suppose, but I remember what we learned here. I offer everything, every duty, every prayer, everything to Jesus through Mary in union with St. Joseph. And remember to love as they love. Our children, we are all still talking to one another, and we're all still walking imperfectly. But I have faith, and I know that in the end we will all be together. And I learned that here. And so I thank you.
What I can say about Familyland, first of all, the place is incredibly special. You just know it as soon as you come on the grounds. I remember Mr. Conacher telling me over and over again, living in the present moment. And it's the only way to live. It really is. And the charism here and spirituality, I mean, it's just so unique. We've never been anyplace else like Catholic Familyland, and this place genuinely transformed our lives. Absolutely.